Welcome back to episode number... Actually, I don't guess you're coming back. But welcome to episode number 21. We're back for episode 21.
Yeah, we're back. Maybe that's what you're welcoming me back. That's what it is.
Yeah. We said we were going to get this right by episode 22, so we got to really work on this between now.
So by this time next week, we should be all right?
We should be.
Should be.
Should be. Yep.
Should be. All right.
So what's going on this week?
Not much. You got a little Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
A little giving of thanks. Well, American Thanksgiving. If you're
Yes.
from Canada, it's different. So
Yeah. But let us be the first to wish you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys get to enjoy some family time together and maybe some food and maybe some shopping, maybe some food.
it's a football.
And some football. American football.
No, football.
The best football.
Gridiron, which is a whole heck of a lot better name than football anyways. That's what the Australians call it. They call it gridiron.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Did you know that? I know some Australians.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah. I don't know them personally, but I know them through the
Sunday
internet.
Movies?
No.
Oh, not him?
Maybe.
Nick Mason? They're from Australia. From down under.
Sure. Take your word for it.
Along with
I mean, they're almost British people, right?
Logan?
Logan.
The
Paul?
Logan.
Oh.
The Logan.
The Logan. Wolverine.
Yes.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he's from Australia.
Are you sure? You know who else is also from Australia?
There's some girl from Australia.
Mel Gibson.
Is he?
Yep.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Little fun facts for you.
Cool story, bro. And he doesn't like Jews,
Fun fact for the day.
right? Isn't that right?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Pretty anti-Semitic, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Reportedly.
Reportedly.
Yeah. Well, we got to say that. That makes it okay.
Yeah.
We're reporting.
So we're back with episode 21. We got some trivia coming up for you here shortly. We're going to be discussing a little bit of Agents of Shield,
Yeah.
a little bit of comic book Civil War II.
Yeah, we're actually going to talk about comic books.
Yeah.
On the new comic fans.
We got we've read ahead, I guess is the way to say. Not ahead. We've caught up.
Yeah, we are current.
We're current with Civil War II, and I'll just say it's getting pretty good. I think you got a different opinion than I do, but
I probably do.
that's okay. We'll get to that
That's
shortly.
what makes us a dynamic duo is we don't always agree.
And we don't always have to.
And we don't always have to.
And then something we for sure won't agree on is when we discuss our hype meter for, I think I found 7 comic book movies coming out next year.
Okay.
And these are 7 that we'll see for
Okay.
sure. There may be a couple others we see. I know there's some animated stuff coming out.
Like
But-
the Lego Batman.
That's probably on the list. But there's some other animated stuff on there.
Okay.
So, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Who is that? Wiz Khalifa?
Yeah.
Just in case people were wondering who sang that song.
So, before we get into the news, let's go ahead and hop into trivia today. You said you
Okay.
got trivia questions?
I do. Now, the trivia is pertaining to the first, technically 7 issues of the Civil War II comic. Because they
0
had
through 6?
0 through 6, so that's 7.
Yep. So if you haven't read them, this is spoiler. And by the way, if you haven't read them, this is spoiler all the way through for the comic books.
Right. We're going
0
to
through 6.
We're going to talk about them all the way. All right.
Yep.
First question. And I did it because I'm specifying the comic, just in case there ever is a movie later on. In the Civil War II comic, what college did Ulysses go to? I have a hard time talking sometimes.
Notice that.
Is it Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State, or Wisconsin?
I want to say it's Ohio State, but I cannot remember. That was episode 0.
I think it was. Is it 0 or 1?
It was 0. It's when the
Or 1.
Terrigen comes down.
Well, maybe it's mentioned a couple of times then.
Oh.
There's one time it's explicitly said.
What's the answer?
What's your answer?
I said Ohio State.
Okay, the answer is Ohio State.
I was pretty sure, but I
Go
wasn't sure.
Buckeyes. So that one's there. All right. This
Bam.
one's a little iffy.
Okay.
It's what are the 3 main factions in Civil War II? Now, I'm not saying like
Factions?
yes. Now, I'm not saying like who's against who. Like an Iron Man or Captain Marvel. To me, and as I was reading through it, it's kind of an off question as I've read through it more. But to me, what are the 3 main groups that are involved in the story?
Okay.
There's Avengers, X-Men, and Inhumans. There's Ultimates, Avengers, and X-Men. Avengers, Inhumans, and Ultimates, and the Defenders, Ultimates, and Inhumans.
Well, I guess we're talking about the groups who their characters are associated with.
Correct. Because I know there's some from like everybody. Like there's some from all
Luke
groups.
Cage and Jessica Jones,
Yeah. And then you got like Beast, and then you got
Beast. It appears as though he's an Inhuman in this one,
right, which is kind of weird. He's like a both, or maybe
Yeah.
he left X-Men to go to the Inhumans. And then you got like some of the X-Men, like Storm, and some of the new X-Men show up. So like later on, it was whenever I wrote this was probably like one of the first 2 episodes or comics. I call them episodes, first 2 comics. So it was a little bit more generic then. It wasn't so combined, I guess you could say.
I was gonna did you see these?
I did.
It tells you a little bit of each of the characters and what group they're part of.
I did.
Just curious.
That's why I said later on it gets kind of all over the place. So
All right.
based off, so this one's gonna be altered to like the first 3 comics. What are the 3 main factions?
Then I would have to say A. Avengers, X-Men, and Inhumans.
Okay. It's C.
Okay.
The Avengers, Inhumans, and Ultimates, because Captain Marvel is with the Ultimates,
Okay.
and then Tony Stark with the Avengers, and then the Inhumans, Medusa, and all that. So
Right.
yeah, that's what. So that one was after I read more, it was probably a bad question because it gets to a lot of different factions involved, like
Right.
everybody. So that was a little
Because there's
iffy.
quite a few X-Men involved as well.
Yeah.
The new X-Men and the old X-Men, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's one panel where it shows like them sitting at home, like at the mansion watching the news, and
Right.
it's like all the original X-Men just sitting there. I'm like, oh, well,
Except for Logan.
no, Logan was there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, old man Logan.
Was he?
Yep.
He was really an old man? That's funny.
Yep. All right, number 3. Through the first 4 comics, 0 through 3, how many heroes have been confirmed dead? You have A, which is 3, B, which is 1, C, which is 4, or D, which is 2.
I'm going to go with D2.
That is correct. I had to alter it to where it said confirmed dead.
Yeah, because we thought, which I guess we just missed it, that She-Hulk wasn't dead.
Right. I mean, to me, it was implied. It was an implicit
Yeah, it
kill
said,
buff.
yeah, it never said anything else.
Yeah, it never came out and said that she had died,
And-
but
Maybe that's if we read part of the other comics as well, we would know she wasn't dead.
oh yeah,
I don't know, though.
Gotcha. So that's correct.
Yeah, who are they?
Hulk
Okay. Spoiler.
and Rhodey, War Machine, Iron Patriot, the wannabe president, and now he's dead guy.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. What is, and I messed up your typo, what is the probability for Ulysses's visions, or what is the probability for his visions to come true for Captain Marvel to act?
What percentage of it has to be true? Or
What percentage of the
what
probability?
accuracy?
Yeah.
10%.
With A,
Oh, I'm
80%, B, 10%, C, 25%, or D, 50%.
I forgot you were going to read choices. B,
Yeah.
10%.
B, 10% is correct. Yeah. And then last but not least, what does Captain Marvel want with the future?
That sounds like a deep question.
Yeah. This pertains to something, and I'll explain it if you don't already know, but I'll explain it. A, prevent the future.
Because she's trying to get the lotto tickets forever, right?
She's trying to go all Biff on him. Like, Back to the Future 2. Okay.
Oh, cool.
A, prevent the future. B, challenge the future. C, protect the future. Or D, change the future.
I would say she thinks she's trying to prevent the future.
Okay.
A.
That's incorrect.
Okay.
It is change the future. It's just from the front and the back of the comics. Tony's is protect the future, and hers always says change the future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was specific to the comics. Now, I don't know, like just the cover art. I don't know how much you pay attention to that, but...
Not the back cover art. Cool, good questions.
So
I'm excited to talk about
Just threw my questions on the ground.
I did.
like a piece of cake.
No.
Threw it on the ground.
I'm excited to talk about our topic for the day.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be pretty good.
We'll jump into that after we discuss some news. So, you got some news?
I do. I have a couple of things, and this happened like immediately after our show last week.
Wait, I don't get to mention this one?
No. Because you got other news that I don't have.
Oh, okay.
Inhumans TV show's announced. It's coming to ABC in 2017.
Yeah, and it's also going to be at IMAX.
Yeah, the first couple episodes going to be at IMAX for you to go watch if you want to do such a thing.
And it's going to be shot with IMAX cameras.
So I'm going to assume this is replacing the canceled movie. They're just going to go with the TV show instead.
Probably, yeah.
Now, I got a bigger question. Will it tie in and/or pull characters from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I believe I read it said no.
No, so none
This
of
is
the
going to be
characters are-
about the actual Inhumans, which is Black Bolt, Medusa. Let's see if there's a list of who all they are.
So like the royal family, as they call themselves?
Right. Probably the dog. What's the dog's name?
Mufasa.
That's a lie.
They mentioned it in the comic. I can't remember what it was. Because she was like, do you mind if we use Excalibur? Lockjaw. There we go. Excalibur is a better name for a dog.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it was also confirmed that Vin Diesel will not be playing Black Bolt, which was previously reported.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Because it's a TV show now?
Maybe. Could be part of it.
What, does he think he's better than TV?
He probably thinks he's worth more money than TV.
Oh, okay. Tell that to Jennifer Aniston and the rest of the cast of Friends. Or Seinfeld.
They didn't make that much money, though, did they?
Making like $1 million an episode towards the end of their run.
Well,
That's a lot of money.
Charlie Sheen was making like 4.5.
Well, that was in 2000s. I'm talking about early to mid 90s. I think. I don't know when Friends ended. It was a good show. It was pretty good. All right, what do you got? What kind of news you got?
I have the Inhumans news.
Oh, that was it?
And they have a director for Deadpool 2, which it's a good thing it's not part of the 2017 cast, because I think my hype meter would be like, we may not even see this movie.
Which is crazy, because I know we talked about it before. You even have a Deadpool poster, like,
Yeah. Well, that's
in
a
the
cool
office.
poster.
In office
That's
for
a cool poster.
for the new comic fans.
Yeah,
It's a cool poster box, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely like that.
Yeah, all of it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like I said before, is that Deadpool was good. Was a good movie. It was okay. The story was like really lacking. We've gone over this before. I don't know if we've gone over it on the show or not.
You didn't like the main character. You didn't like the main
I
actor.
think Ryan Reynolds did an okay job, but I think that there's a dozen actors that could have done as good a job or better. I get that he's tied to the character and that it means something to him, which is good, except for the reason why Tim Miller left to begin with. So, I mean,
Yeah, definitely. Going to be interesting to watch, see how that unfolds.
yeah.
Do you think it'll turn into just a cancellation altogether?
No, I think they'll go ahead and make a movie because they put Deadpool in a movie before when no one really liked it. But I don't think it'll be as good.
Okay.
So,
Hey, my other piece of news: Justice League Dark, the animated movie trailer was released.
really?
Yeah.
I did not see this.
It's rated R, and it features some of the more supernatural heroes, so like Constantine, Santana, some of the people like that.
Cool.
I was like, all right, okay. It's good, like rated
When does
R.
it come out?
I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention.
We may have to see that next year.
I didn't pay that much attention. I just saw the trailer. I watched it. It was kind of interesting. It was.
Cars 3 trailer?
Oh yeah, I heard that was kind of dark. Like
Like at night?
like Justice League Dark,
Oh, yeah.
DC Dark, Suicide Squad Dark, Batman vs Superman Dark, Batman Dark.
Cool.
Just DC in general Dark. I think maybe it's because is that Disney that owns it?
Yes.
Does Disney own DC?
Pixar?
Yes.
No. Cars is Disney, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think it's Pixar.
I'll take your word for it. Is that on our hype meter?
No, not right now.
Yeah, that's all the news I have. You got any news? Any other news?
Nope, that's it. Just the new director of Deadpool 2.
Cool. News done and in the books. Oh, you got that. You got that right there.
Oh, we can mention that. I didn't even know there was a video game for it.
I didn't either. You want to talk
Guardians
about
of the Galaxy video game to feature weekly episodes leading up to movie.
it? Yeah, I think that could be pretty good.
I have no interest.
Well, it's going to be episodic, so I would assume Telltale Games is doing it because they do like The Walking Dead, they did the Batman games, they did the Minecraft games. They're kind of known for the episodic video game, if you
good?
will. What was the other one? The Wolf Among Us. They've been pretty good. Wolf Among Us got really good reviews. The Batman game, from what I've seen, has been pretty good. The Walking Dead's been really good. I mean, they did two separate games of that.
Cool.
And this kind of helps build hype. So I wonder if it's going to be an in-between. Maybe it's going to be the adventures of Groot and Rocket. Baby Groot and Rocket.
Because of the picture?
Yeah.
Telltale Games.
Bam! Look at me go. I know my video games. Well, don't quote me on that, but quote me on that. I think it'll be all right.
It's to be debut 6 months of the Nintendo Switch's release.
Dang, Nintendo Switch is supposed to come out in March. So,
Well, the movie comes out.
I was like, that would have to have.
Doesn't the movie come out in early March?
So I'm thinking,
Or April?
it's like that doesn't make any
If
sense.
they haven't started developing this game yet,
Well, Telltale Games is pretty good. I'll give them the credit.
can they develop the game in less than 6 months?
It's episodic. They can take however long they want. All they have to do is do the first episode, then go from there.
Week by week.
It's per month.
Does it say
Typically.
per month?
Typically, it's what it is. It's like every month they release a new. Oh no, it says weekly right there. Weekly
Yeah,
episodes.
I was gonna say, I thought it was weekly episodes.
Most of the time it's monthly, like 1 month, the next month. Huh. I think they would get it all right. I mean, South Park can put out an entire episode in a week. I think Telltale Games can do that too with a video game.
They can put out a video game in 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're getting paid by Marvel, man, of course. And you know, video game tie-ins to movies are always top-notch.
Yeah, never.
Has any of them ever been good is a better question.
Yeah, probably not.
Pirates of the Caribbean. That was half a joke, by the way.
That was a good movie? I mean, that was a good game?
No, I want to go with the original. That was a good movie?
The movie was okay. That was a bunch of them, though.
There were some that were pretty good. I mean, obviously, Captain Jack's the main character, so if it doesn't have him, it's ridiculously stupid, so...
Which one didn't have him?
I mean, if it doesn't showcase him more...
Oh.
I didn't really care about the other characters, so... Whatever.
Huh, cool.
Just want to throw that out there.
Okay. That's how you really feel about that.
For anybody that wants to know.
So before we get into the comic book Civil War, let's go ahead and discuss 2017 movies.
Okay. I'm going to look at the list as he unveils it.
Yeah, I got it unveiling on my computer going here.
Yeah, I don't know what the list is.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
You know what my hype meter is for this? Or do you?
I mean, I'm thinking probably like a 7 or 8, because I really don't think it can be higher than that.
I was going to say like a 7 or 8, so we'll go with 7.
7?
7. I don't know if it's like super high, but I'm looking forward to this movie based off the first one. First one, to me, one of the better Marvel movies just because I like comedy.
One of the worst Marvel movies, probably the worst Marvel movie they've done.
But I also like Ant-Man too because of the comedy. So.
Ant-Man was okay.
So that's why I'm looking forward to this. I don't really care about the serious storylines. That's why, like, Batman vs Superman was an okay movie. It just didn't really hit what I look for in a movie, which is comedy.
What do you think I put on this one?
A 0.
I didn't put a 0 on any of them.
Okay, then a 1.
I put a 3.
Wow, it's increased.
Well, it's a 3 because it's a Marvel, so it'll probably be okay.
Because, like you said, Marvel hasn't made a bad movie yet.
They haven't.
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Let's see. Next one?
All right.
Maybe.
Thor
Ragnarok.
See, now this one for me is a little iffy because I haven't seen any of the Thor movies. Thor movies. So, I want to say like a 4.
A 4.
That's because I haven't seen any others. I don't know what to expect. I've just seen him in the Avengers movies. What little he has been. So,
he's made 2 movies and then been in 2 Avenger movies.
yeah.
He's a main character.
But not really.
He's probably one of the main guys in the first one.
Well, because, yeah, Loki, but
Yeah.
that was like 8 years ago. Nobody remembers that movie.
That's not that long ago. All right. What do you think I put on this one?
I think you put a 6.
I put a 7. And
Really?
I had to talk myself down to a 7.
Down to a 7.
It's going to be Hulk and Thor destroying everything.
But
we just saw how good the graphics or CGI looked and Doctor Strange in a movie that we weren't expecting to be that good. Imagine what it's going to be in this movie. Hulk and him smashing everything is going to be incredible, I think. That's strictly why. And besides, in all the cartoon series and everything, and maybe even the older comic books, Thor and Hulk have like really good chemistry together.
Okay.
So that's strictly why I'm excited about it, is only because of that.
It's not going to have Natalie Portman in it.
I don't care.
How can you give it that have a rating without Natalie Portman?
Who is she?
She's from Star Wars.
What part did she play in the first one? Oh, you haven't seen it.
Which first one?
Thor.
It's his girlfriend.
You hadn't seen it.
And she becomes his wife. Of course I've seen it.
She doesn't become his wife.
I don't know what she becomes.
She dies. That's why she's not in this one.
No. She was signed on for a multi-movie deal.
Yeah, and they killed her off. I'm just kidding.
It's like she didn't die.
Next, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I'm pretty hyped for this. I want to say like an 8.
Really? An 8?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one. Just because, I mean, DC's got nowhere to go but up. So I think this will be, and it's a superhero woman, which you don't have a whole lot of that. This is like the only one out of both series where this needs to make a good impression for male and female audiences alike. And I think it's gonna blow it out of the water. So I'm saying an 8. I'm looking forward to this one. It's one of my most looking forward to movies of the year.
Okay, you have any guesses what I put?
It's not a 0, so it's going to be a 1.
I put a 2.
Hey, we're averaging like a 10 overall.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So as of right now, we're for sure seeing Thor Ragnarok.
Fine. You just won't be able to get any popcorn during the other movie.
All right.
Like a punishment.
The next one.
I don't want to be here. Cross your arms. Don't even pay attention.
No, it'll probably end up being only the third worst DC movie out of the 4.
Okay.
And it's bound to be shorter than the last couple they've done. Next movie, Lego. The Lego Batman movie.
Okay.
Hype meter.
Like a 3 maybe.
This movie looks absolutely hilarious.
See, but I just saw the Lego movie, and it was okay.
I don't think it's going to be the same kind of funny. I think it's going to be hilarious.
But I don't know if I can handle Will Arnett being Batman the entire movie.
Why can't you?
I don't know.
Would you like them to switch it up halfway through?
Yes.
I mean, there's going to be Robin in it.
I know.
And he's not going to be wearing any pants. I put a 9.
Wow.
Probably the most exciting movie. I can't remember what I put on the other ones. This one's way up there.
Apparently. Golly.
It's going to be hilarious.
It'll probably be a good, funny movie, so I'll probably like it once I watch it.
So we're definitely seeing that one. We got a 12 on that one.
It's like, you need to save this, so after the movie comes out, then we can give our overall and see how close it was to our hype
Sure.
meter. Yeah.
Logan. Wolverine 3.
Yeah. Mine's like a 2.
You're really giving it a 2.
I could care less about this movie.
A 2? This
Yeah.
looks like maybe the best movie. I think it could win Academy Awards.
I give 0 about this movie. Not looking forward to it at all.
Wow.
This is one of the ones that like you're gonna have to drag me to.
I'm not going to have to drag you. You're going to walk.
Well, yeah, I'll go because we're gonna go see Wonder Woman. Like it'll be its equal.
No, it won't.
Of course it won't. Wonder Woman's gonna be way better.
No, I think if we say at the end of next year, when we see all these movies, I think you're going to say that Logan, as far as story, was the best movie out of all of them. Had the best story.
I don't know if I agree with that statement.
I think that's... unless you just decide to be...
Of course.
a turd about it.
Of course. 100%. It's the only way I do things.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
We need to see some more trailers, but I'd say a solid 6. Just from the tidbit of Spider-Man we got to see from Civil War.
And there's rumors that Captain America could be in the movie also, along with Robert Downey Jr.
Only if Iron Man's in it.
Iron Man's for sure in it. He's already guaranteed to be in it. I got a 9 here.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm pumped for that one.
Spider-Man,
he looked
Spider-Man
great
your favorite
on.
superhero?
I don't know if he is or not.
Now, is it
Venom's
just for
probably my favorite?
Is it just for Spider-Man? Or is it for his aunt?
I don't care about his aunt.
Oh, yeah, me neither. Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, don't care.
Me neither. Don't even know who she is.
Me either. That makes 2 of us who don't care. Last but not least, you know what this last one is?
You said another DC movie, so it's got to be Justice League.
Yes.
Bam! Look at me go.
Now, I would think there's no way that your hype meter could be much less than Wonder Woman for Justice League. Because it's going to have Wonder Woman in it plus more characters.
It'll probably be like an 8, at least.
You think it's an 8?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. I think Benny Boy did a pretty good job as Batman. Not anxious to look at the Flash at all. Don't care about Cyborg.
Benny Boy?
Yeah.
Benny Boy?
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
I don't think you're cool enough to call him that.
Sure I am. I'm just not too
I have a
face.
6 for this one.
Man, this is the highest rated DC movie you've got.
Yep, for sure. And I think it's going to be probably the second best one they've done.
Good, which is?
I think it's going to be the second best one they've done.
Which was the first one?
Probably
Suicide
Suicide Squad.
Yeah. And you gave Suicide Squad a what?
I don't remember. 6 or 7, somewhere in there.
You didn't give it very, very good. You weren't impressed with it.
That was okay.
You were with the majority. I was with the minority.
There wasn't a really good story to it. The story was so watered down. They did like the opposite of Batman vs Superman. They had too much story in that one, so like, you know what? Let's take the story we wrote and let's throw it all away, and we're just gonna make a couple action scenes and some banter back and forth.
We're gonna give you a movie, but no real story. You're just gonna have all of a sudden these things they have to fight. They don't know what they're doing.
Okay, now it doesn't go by your hype meter. That's just how excited you are for the movie.
Okay.
But if you only got to see 3 of these movies next year,
Okay.
which 3 would you see?
Justice League, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman.
Really?
Yep.
I can't believe you're picking Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, that's one of the ones I'm looking forward to.
So you know which ones I'm picking?
Thor, Spider-Man, and Logan. No, you have to have Lego Batman.
It doesn't matter by your rating.
I know, but you want to see Lego Batman, so Lego Batman, Logan, and Spider-Man. Justice League? No way.
Because I think that it's going to be probably an okay movie.
That's a surprise there.
And it's going to have like 6 or 7 characters in it. So it's probably going to be an okay movie. And they'll probably bring Superman back to life. Otherwise, it's going to be really awkward to have him on the movie poster.
It's going to be awkward to have him on the movie poster anyways. Unless they explain something there in Wonder Woman.
About him being dead?
About him coming back.
You know he's coming back.
Yeah, but...
There's a movie slated for him. He's coming back.
Yeah, but the movie's not coming out before Justice League.
That's okay. It doesn't have to. Maybe they'll figure out a way to resurrect him. With that.
They're going to go the Black Lantern version where they're all zombies or something?
Maybe.
I think that's what it was.
No, Justice League will probably be pretty good. It'll probably be a lot of action and no story again. Because they're going to realize in Wonder Woman they did way too much story, not enough. They did way too much story and tried to cram pack it into a 2-hour movie. So they'll probably make Justice League like 4 hours long and
it's
explain
gonna be
everything.
like the Titanic.
Yeah.
It's like, golly, this movie takes forever.
Yeah.
I hope it's not like that. Because whenever you have time to stop and think about how long has this actually taken, that's not a good sign in a movie.
Not unless it's King Kong or Avatar. Just kidding. Both of those movies way too long. Made them terrible. Yeah, no Wonder Woman for me. Oh, I wonder, what's in a wonder ball?
So we have, 7 movies to watch next year?
At least.
Dang.
There'll probably be some cartoons we watch as well. Or animated shows.
Okay, animated shows.
Yeah, there you go.
Huge difference.
Yeah, huge difference.
Cartoons are for kids.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
whoa,
calm
someone
down.
bumped the mic.
Like SpongeBob. That's a cartoon.
That's
And it's been canceled.
a brilliant show. almost as popular as The Simpsons. Probably more popular than The Simpsons. You know how hard it is for a show.
You didn't put Oh, you're just doing Marvel and stuff. I was like, you didn't put Power Rangers on there.
Are we seeing that?
We are.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh, neither one of us know anything about Power Rangers.
I know a lot about that time frame in Power Rangers.
What time? What time frame?
The beginning Power Rangers, not the current like G-Force.
I don't think
SPD.
Isn't this supposed to be a continuation of the series?
Oh,
Are you sure?
yes. This is
Okay.
the initial start. The very first one.
Okay. How do you distinguish them?
What do you mean, how do I distinguish them? They go in order.
Oh, okay.
Starts with Power Rangers, and then Power Rangers something else. Whenever it's got like a colon and then another name, that means it's after the first one.
I'm just kidding with you.
We gotta watch it.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay.
So that being said, let's get into Civil War 2. So what'd you think? So I know you got an interesting perspective on this. You thought it. Go ahead and give your review, and just so you're aware, spoilers all the way around.
Yeah. I felt kind of lost at times. I mean, maybe it's just because it's not a continuous like movie or something, but comic to comic, sometimes it just seemed like, and bam, different story, and bam, different story.
But
we'll
you don't
throw
think
that
they...
in the middle of the main storyline. It's like, what? I don't understand.
So what would make it easier to follow?
I don't know. Like, not leaving such few
Cliffhangers?
Like, yeah, such few hints at a cliffhanger, and then have an entire comic dedicated to the tiniest of hint at a cliffhanger. Like, my biggest one is the Hulk. It's like you gave a cliffhanger at the end of that one with him holding Captain Marvel and Iron Man in each hand, like everybody dead. And the next issue, like five pages in, the Hulk's dead. It's like, what? Come on, man.
Right. Well, you got to remember, I was going to see those page numbers. There's only like 15 pages
Yeah.
for a comic, maybe 20. I mean,
It was
you
like-
got very little time to develop. You got a lot. There's a lot of. They got to stick with the action points. You can't have. You don't want to read 3 pages of them sit at Tony Stark's house discussing why they're right.
Right.
So you got to stick to the. Do what?
Say which they do.
Do they?
At one point, yeah. Iron Man calls everybody together and it's like, look, this is what I found out. This is what's going on. And then it was like...
But I think that's sharing information. They weren't like strategizing or anything.
Right.
But I disagree with you. I think that the comic book flows very well, in my opinion. I felt like from issue to issue, there's a cliffhanger because, I mean, when I was reading them, I could not wait to read the next book, and so forth and so on. Like, I can't wait to see what happens with Spider-Man now. Excuse me. So I'm like, when's that next comic issue going to be here?
Right.
And you know me, I'm not a reader, so this is like a big deal. Plus, it's got a lot of pictures in it.
A lot of pretty colors.
Yeah.
Maybe it's trying to tie into the other comics.
And that's probably
since
true
this is
as
the main
well.
story. Like, they also have like the branch offs of everybody doing their own thing.
Yeah, because I
Maybe
think
that's what it
there's
is.
probably 8 or 10 series going along with this right now.
Maybe that's where the disconnect is from a lot of these characters. Like, they showed the Iron Man style lady, I'll call her lady, at the end of number 6, and they're like, "What are you, like Iron Man or something?" And she's like, "Well, I don't know what I am. I'm just here." And it's like, well, you just randomly throw this character in now, or how Ulysses is like changing his look, like he's got all these markings on him and stuff. It's like, is that a further development of his powers, or is that just like body art or something like that? Like, what is that? There's like no explanation on how he's growing stronger and stuff like that. It's just kind of like, oh, you see it visually, but there's no explanation, and that's what I want in some of them. But like I said, that's probably where the offshoots connect the whole story.
Yeah, and I think that's probably right.
But at the same time, with something like that, I don't want that.
I don't remember the lady Iron Man.
It was whenever they were all in a group and they were about to leave. It's towards the end. Might actually be right about there. Sorry, we're looking at the comic and they're talking, and they were like, "Well, where's the young group about to go?"
I think.
Oh yeah. Actually, right there. You're almost gonna go 2 pages back. Yeah, this one right here. I mean, I get you can only show so much information. You can only like draw and create the story for so much without being its own standoff. But to me, don't make a comic that is required reading for other comics. Like that annoys the heck out of me.
I think that that is explained in like issue 2 of Choosing Sides.
Okay.
Pretty sure it talks about her because I think she's a time traveler, or she can travel between other dimensions. If I remember right, she was the one discussing. She was at Rhodey's funeral and she was discussing there's hundreds of other Rhodeys and hundreds of other universes, but this one was special. If I remember right, because I completely agree with you when we discuss Choosing Sides. It's really hard to follow. It's like all over the place. It's seriously like 3 or 4 different characters, story for about 4 pages, and then it switches. And it's like that for every episode, or for every issue I read so far. But if we start like, let's go back to, let me just pull these out so we can kind of go through them as...
Yeah, I put them back in the sleeves, my bad.
Yeah, backwards.
No, I put them so you could see the numbers facing out.
Oh, okay.
That's why I did it that way. So I could like pick up one and know which one the next one was.
I do like how all these have the hard covers except for this one. It kind of drives me nuts though.
It's easier that way.
Yeah, so back in issue 3, we have, we find out there's a premonition. That's what I'm going to refer to these as. So, before we get to the comics, originally you had said that you were going to be on Captain Marvel's side. And then through our discussion in the first podcast, I think I kind of swayed your opinion to where you switched sides to 49.9% to 50.1%.
Right. Because I remember us having that conversation the day before the show. We were talking about it, and you asked me who I was, and I was like, "Well, obviously Captain Marvel. Right. If you had the ability to stop bad things from happening, why would you not take it?"
Well, and I said that you don't know that you have the ability to stop bad things from happening because in issue 0, one of the Avengers dies, or one of the superheroes dies.
Yeah.
And there was no warning that that's what was going to happen. What was and we still don't know unless we find out in another issue what his premonition was about Thanos. So, we don't know what was going to happen. So then we kind of fast forward. So you're still on the fence, right? Because I was 100%, 100% all the way Iron Man. This is not right.
Well, through the first, I think 0, 1, and 2, I was still 50-50. Now, I am 100%. Well, I'm probably like 75% Iron Man now.
So what made you have the sway?
Just the reasoning behind her actions. It's like, oh, there was a vision of you doing something wrong. We're gonna hold on to you. We're gonna prevent you from doing something bad, based off of a vision of the future.
Right. Vision of a possible future.
Right. And that's what I said during, I think it was Choosing Sides. I think it was episode 2 of our podcast. I said, you don't know for sure that they're going to do something wrong, but you can also, your actions can lead them to doing something wrong.
Right. For example, we'll start with the Hulk, because there's a vision that the Hulk is killing Iron Man and maybe Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I think the cover shows...
The cover shows Iron Man.
Does he not have her in the other hand?
In the end of episode, or the end of the second comic, it had her in the other hand.
Yeah, I was thinking it has...
Spider-Man and Captain America. And she's laying on the ground in this one.
Okay, yeah, because I remember that there was definitely... Oh, it's the wrong issue anyway, but... there was the premonition that Hulk was going to kill Iron Man. And so I was thinking, when I see that, I'm like, okay, so that means that Hulk is going to eventually show up to pick a side to be on. Which wouldn't be fair to whichever side he's on. The other side's probably going to lose then.
Right.
But what happens is this entire group of people. There it is. Yeah, he's got a hold of each of them, and you see Lady Thor down here. It looks like she's dead.
Yeah, nobody made it.
And he's like hulked out of his mind. So this premonition is that Hulk is going to have a relapse and become, because we find out in the next issue that he hasn't been Hulk in over a year now, that he's been containing it. So we find out that he has this dream and they all show up at his door. Now my initial thoughts is that he didn't have a dream of the future, or he may have had a dream of the future or a vision of the future, but what it was is that he persuaded all these people to go and, I use air quotes here, which are badass, attack Hulk or Bruce Banner. So they all show up there and say, we had a premonition that you were going to Hulk out. And he's like, I haven't done that in over a year. And they're like kind of arguing with him, and you can see his anger growing. Right. Because he's being attacked for nothing. Right,
and then like they hack his systems and like see all the stuff he's researching on.
And all his experiments he's been doing, yeah. And then they're like, that's it, you did it. And he's like getting madder and madder the whole time. And then, out of nowhere, boom, Hawkeye drops him.
Yeah.
And then they go to trial and they kind of like testify it. Did you think Hawkeye should have been convicted of anything?
Yeah.
I was fine that he wasn't convicted. But I felt like they justified his actions by the premonition.
Well, I think it was justified because of who Hulk was. Now, if he had done that to Captain America, would he have been convicted? If he had done that to any other superhero that wasn't necessarily a threat to everyone else around them, would he have been convicted? I think it was specifically because it was Hulk that it was okay. Everybody was fine with it. They got rid of a huge threat.
Well, I think that was part of it, but I think also that Carol or Captain Marvel convinced them that the premonition had predicted that he was going to Hulk out. So, and we keep saying Hulk out, but he was going to turn into Hulk. So it was okay that he did it because he stopped something bad from happening.
Well,
but I think I thought he should have been innocent strictly because of the video where Bruce Banner said that he trusted him.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I was okay with it.
That should have been enough right there to say, hey, like I'm giving. But at the same time, there's cases that happened in our timeline.
Yeah, it's different because we're not superhumans.
Well, it's essentially assisted suicide. It's like, hey, if something goes wrong, just take me out. It's fine. It's like, well, are you sure? Like,
right.
And they were convicted then. It's like, I don't understand. Like, I do, but I don't. It's like, even though you got permission to do it, it's still morally, quote-unquote, morally wrong.
Because he had given him an arrow that would kill him. So right. the research in it was from Bruce Banner to kill Hulk. Because I think in the movie he talks about him putting a gun to his mouth, pulling the trigger, and the other guy spit it out. Referring to Bruce Banner tried to kill himself, and Hulk didn't let him.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Bruce Banner has that. I mean, I don't know if Hulk has that much control over Bruce Banner that he could stop it from happening or not. But either way, I was like, okay, that's fine. Because there's proof that he said we don't want him to, that he wanted to be killed if he was going to turn into Hulk.
Right.
But I felt like the premonition was pushing them towards making Bruce Banner turn into Hulk. Not that he was going to turn into Hulk. So, I mean, was there more of it that they didn't get to see or they didn't feel or what?
See, and then the thing about his visions are he tells you what they were unless you're there to experience them, but also how much of a sway does he have on those? Because to me, he's turning out to be a villain.
Yeah, for sure, I could see that.
It's like, because he's having these visions, they're pitting superhero against superhero. Superheroes are getting killed because of it. There's a huge rift across all of them. It's like, it's hard to trust one another when you don't.
Right, because he's not even when they break out into their fight, and he has the premonition, or the dream, or the vision of Spider-Man killing Captain America, he's not even there. He's still back in.
Well, that one, he grows like tentacles.
Yeah, and so I think the fact that they're fighting over him, his beliefs, and I think the fact that there's so many people believing in him, it's giving him strength. And it's making them sway more towards his side.
But the interesting thing on that was somebody said, I think it was Black Panther, he said the more powerful he's becoming, the less accurate his visions are.
Right.
So what is his actual power? Because I know this doesn't tie in directly, but in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., typically
it's probably pretty accurate to
it's
that.
typically not like what you perceive. It's also could be something else. Like one of the guys was blind. He's like, well, what's my power? And then he could teleport. It's like, well, he could see visions, but what's his actual power?
Right.
So that's what I'm kind of curious
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, so I guess maybe he's feeding off them. I don't really know. But then our Captain Marvel is like, we should arrest Spider-Man.
Yeah, because he possibly will kill Captain America. Based off the vision we saw, he will kill him. It's like, there's no justification there. And that's what a lot of people were saying. They were like, a lot of the superheroes, like, he has done nothing wrong. They have, like, never met before.
Right. And what was the circumstances in which he killed him? We don't know.
Doesn't say. It's just him there looking at blood on his hands, and maybe he didn't kill him. Maybe he's looking over his dead body.
Right, and maybe the premonition is that or the dream is that Spider-Man actually came to Captain Marvel's side, and when they're fighting, he killed him.
Yeah.
I mean, because we already saw Black Panther switch sides.
Yeah, there's a lot of switching sides.
Yeah. I don't think, has anyone switched to her side?
I don't know. Some are swapping from her side to Iron Man's side, but some are leaving Iron Man's side, not necessarily go to her side, but just because they see it both ways. It's kind of like a weird like love triangle vibe going on.
How surprised was you that Captain America was on Iron Man's side?
I was pretty surprised.
And I like the little hints they left that they to the previous Civil War.
Yeah, I thought it was. I liked the part where he said, "Well, I'm going to trust you on this one, Steve." Like essentially, like Steve. Let's see if I can find the actual word for word. He goes, "You've been right before, so."
Is what Iron Man said?
Yeah. I was like that. That was pretty cool. That's got to be this last one then. See if I can find it real quick.
Yeah. But, and this is interesting because that's Miles Morales as well, and they don't really know a lot about him. They've said that. I don't know if he's part of this universe or if he transported here or what it was. Because I think there's more than one Spider-Man in this universe.
Yeah, well, there was Spider-Man, and then there was Miles Morales Spider-Man, and then there was the Spider-Man that was a girl. It's like, it's hard to
They're all
keep
three
track.
in this?
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's hard to keep track of who's who.
But,
which I guess is what they want.
Right. But, maybe. But, I mean, this first scene here doesn't really show it. It doesn't show it the same. Does it show him getting spiked through the center?
This one?
This cover, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant the cover.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, I mean...
Because that's the next one. It's like Ulysses looking all like the Emperor from Star Wars, and Carol, Captain Marvel, hoisting up Captain America or Iron Man.
So
Too many superhero names.
Is this another another dream?
I don't know. It kind of looks like it to me, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, this series I think has been really good. It makes me want to go back and buy maybe a couple more of the other comics to. Did you peel off some of the? Oh no, that's the old.
No. Yeah, this is the part. He said, "If you tell me to stop, I will, because I've learned finally after all these years, I'm going to listen to Steve Rogers." And I was like, "All right," because I mean, even for Civil War, it was, "Hey, look, my buddy is innocent, or not necessarily innocent."
Well, hold on, that's not the same Civil War.
Oh, different Civil War from the comics.
Civil War 1 is not the same as that.
Okay.
That's strictly about pretty much the Sokovia Accords.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah. No.
Forget it. But something that I thought was interesting, in the very first issue 0 is Hulk is talking to Hill.
Marie Hill?
Yeah. And Marie Hill's telling her that the guy she was seeing in court, or representing in court, is dead. And she's like, he was a repeat offender, and She-Hulk's like, but not this time. And then Hill said, he would have done it again. They always do. And it's like, well, to me, that's along the same lines of like the whole premonition. It's like just because they've done it before or could do it doesn't mean they will.
Right, which is kind of crazy because She-Hulk is on Captain Marvel's side, which I wonder if she's going to end up switching sides now that she knows that pretty much Captain Marvel killed her cousin.
Well, I mean, if it's in the Vision, you're going to be taken down. You're either going to be arrested, like secluded, like they went after a random lady leaving a courthouse. Like, well, you're associated with
leaving a bank.
Leaving a bank. They're like, you're associated with Hydra. It's like there's no proof. No proof whatsoever. I mean, I know Hydra, you're not going to give out that kind of information lightly, but it's like, come on, man. It's like,
because she had and then they're questioning her because she had an empty briefcase.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's like there was a vision that you were going to do this.
Yeah,
and I really think that Ulysses is going to turn into the main villain of the story.
Yeah, I think he already is. I think Captain Marvel's going to have a rude awakening. She's going to end up doing something. She could end up killing Tony Stark. We don't know. And
yep.
Something I did find funny though was Hawkeye and Hawk Guy. Did you see that?
I saw there was a Hawkeye, but it was a girl.
Well, Hawkeye she says, I'm Hawkeye. He's Hawk Guy.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was kind of funny.
What'd you think about the Guardians making a show?
I was surprised whose side they were on.
I was too. But I could see how I could see them being anti-Tony in general.
I don't think it was about that because Doctor Strange says, I hate you.
Yeah. But, I mean, they're 100% on her side. They think it's right. But he said, I understand where you're coming from, being whenever I left my home planet. Or my other home planet. Whereas if you have an opportunity to stop something from happening, you do it. No matter what it takes. But I can't understand how she's so dead set on this premonition happened, so it's gonna happen. You're 100% guilty based off of a vision from somebody else. Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, and it's funny that all of the vision. Well, I guess there's only been one, but it's been against Captain's side. I mean, Iron Man's side.
Yep. It's like the couple of visions to bring them together, and then the other visions to tear them apart. Like, it's just so overwhelming, I guess. Like, I just don't understand. How could it be that lopsided? Like, how does she believe 100% that that's accurate?
Yeah, and how was she crying because she felt like she wasn't doing enough at the end?
It's like, I'm thinking, like, Iron Man's already been through this. He tried to make a robot that will handle all of that. Like, he tried to do this by himself, and it didn't end well. He knows what it's like. It's not going to end well. Why would you not listen to the guy?
Right.
He's already done it. He's already been in your shoes. He understands what you're going through. Come on. Get with the story. I mean, that might be just movie. That might not be comic related, but still.
Well, Ultron's in the comics as well. I don't know exactly.
It's like he had good reasons to. If you could prevent bad things from happening before they do, why would you not do it?
But I also think and like he said, it's almost like his brain is doing aneurysm or algorithms. I mean, you can do that with a computer as well. I mean, have you seen?
Yeah.
Person of Interest. That's completely what that's about.
Yeah.
Great show too, by the way.
I was like, what else was there? I thought there was another superhero that did along the same thing.
How funny was it that Matt Murdock was the lawyer?
Yeah. I like the little subtle hints to like all the players, especially in the Netflix shows. Because you've had Luke Cage, they mentioned Jessica Jones, Matt Murdock's been in there. It's like, there you go.
Yep.
All done. Everybody.
And Iron Fist dated, well, I don't know if you saw that or not. You may not have read it. It's in the other one.
Oh, okay.
Dated one of the girls.
Yeah. The only thing I want to know is more about Nova. I guess to me, he's like one of the... I think he's one of the Avengers. It's like, but you don't... He
may be a new Avenger.
And maybe it's because this doesn't have a TV show yet. I'm like, I want to know more.
Well, he's on the Spider-Man show.
Okay. Because he comes from Guardians of the Galaxy. Because, like, they were...
From the Nova Corps?
Yeah, the Nova Corps. So I was like, how does he translate over? That's what I want to know.
Well, he's on Earth in Spider-Man. He's like he's training under Spider-Man.
That'd be funny.
But he is like, he's not real experienced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like a young guy that has to train under. Yep.
Makes sense.
I think it's actually on Netflix. You can probably watch it. It's actually pretty good. The Spider-Man series is.
I might have to watch it.
You should definitely check it out.
Yeah,
I think
so we got through what, seven comics so far?
yeah, 0 through 6. We got through comic number 6. I think 0 is actually free. You can go online, I think, and download that one for free, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. It shows on the actual cover that it was $4.99. I don't know if it was free or not, but
It didn't cost $4.99.
it didn't.
No,
Oh.
I think the whole set was like $20,
Oh. Well, you get a good deal then.
maybe.
So how many more issues we have then?
I think there's 2 more.
And
I
then
think
that's
there was
it?
8.
Dang. Interesting. They got 2 issues to wrap up the storyline.
And there could be one that follows it as well.
Unless we have more issues.
So there may be one that follows it as well. I don't know. But that's going to wrap up episode number
21.
21.
Yeah, if you want to send us some questions, some feedback, some comments, if you want to rate us on iTunes, go ahead and do that. If you want to
Tweet us.
tweet us, hit us
At-
up on Twitter. At New Comic Fans.
That's right. You can send us emails.
Using,
newcomicfans@gmail.com.
there you go. Look for us on YouTube. We got unboxings, we got gameplays, we got
I got an
podcasts.
email that Geek Fuel's shipping soon.
Oh yeah, we can handle that.
Maybe Friday.
Maybe not. We got Thanksgiving Thursday, man.
I know, but we don't want to wait.
Oh yeah, we got to get it up.
That's gonna be it for this episode.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Thanks everybody for listening. Very much appreciated.
Yep. Until next time.
Later, guys.